Hey, Sam Shard. The first. You win. One second. Let me get some music in here. What should we listen to? I guess you get to pick the music today. Throat's a lot better. Yo, found a cool gif in Imgur. Huh. That's pretty funny. Okay, let's... Musique. Aujourd'hui, we should listen to... Yeah, let's just listen to more Stardew Valley. Hey, Watery Tart. Hey, so the reason why I delayed the stream by an hour today is because Twitch Weekly was talking about... Man, I forgot. Whatever they were talking about. I was the creative spotlight on Twitch Weekly this week, which was very cool. I'll just post the... let me pause this.
This week is William Cheer. Who is William Cheer?
1 second. What's my excuse? Yes, I was on I was on the Twitch channel. I clipped it.
Have we sort of been almost trained to do it away? Cool and interesting stuff. Anyway, creative spotlight. This week is William Cheer. Who is William Cheer?
Who is William Cheer? They don't know.
He streams the development process for his game, Manifold Garden. And this is unique because he's streaming the final stages of development. All the features are in. He's focusing on the content, specifically the level design, and polishing up the existing features. So, recursive portals, a portal inside a portal, new design for trees and water.
Yeah.
Have we sort of been almost trained to in a way?
They're like, I don't know. Who the hell is this guy? But thank you, Twitch, for having me on Twitch Weekly. Really appreciate it. Let's go back to listening to Stardew Valley. Now you know I'm legit. I'm gonna get a sweater. Yeah, they're just like, every week we talk about some random guy you don't know. But that was cool. Probably not a public one, because last time I did it, somebody leaked the game, which was kind of annoying. Like, it's on a torrent. Like, I have an early build of the game on a torrent site now. And I was like, come on. Couldn't at least wait until I was finished. So... Alright, so... Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was just kind of frustrating. How am I? I'm not going to do anything about piracy. Definitely, yes. Yeah, I'm almost there. Yep, not there yet. Not there yet. Hold on. I'm just gonna build it out for a bit. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother doing anything with piracy. There's nothing I can do, really. Okay, these columns are actually getting in the way. What's Gabe's outlook on piracy? Gabe's in a slightly different position. Yeah, I'd say that's what I'm doing. So Gabe's in a little better position than I am. Well, just a little. Oh, there we go. No, I don't really prototype it in a piece of paper. Hold on. Yeah, I mostly come up with ideas when I'm working on it. Hey. Bruce, how's it going? I don't know if you saw, I got the shout out, the creator spotlight on Twitch. Oh, come on. This is just a battery. Yeah, the every week Twitch does a Twitch spotlight. Twitch does a show called Twitch Weekly. It's on the Twitch channel. And they talked about the game, which is pretty cool. Sorry, I had to go and delete all that because I thought I could see. Yeah, I was just explaining why that was why my stream got why I delayed it by an hour today, because it was on Twitch Weekly. Yeah, why did you start putting cinnamon in your coffee? I had coffee with cinnamon in it at a Mexican restaurant once, but that was like the only time I've seen that done. It was quite good. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess people do. It's cool just to get, more eyeballs, of course. And some guy was like, "Guy or girl? Guy or girl?" And I was like, "Oh man, I wish I had my commands here." Guy or girl? Guy or girl? I'm not watching if it's a guy. nootropic. I actually don't know what that is. I'll look it up. Oh, you know what? I need to. You just reminded me. I need to add cayenne pepper to my drink. Anyway, I thought it was cool with Twitch stream because they talked about how, you know, you often see game development streams as usually people starting a game. You don't always get to see kind of towards the end. Yeah, well, I'm not alone anymore. I got some people helping me out. But yeah, it is. Yeah. Though, that's having others on board is a huge. I mean, they're part time and they're only kind of doing a few certain things that are more focused. But I gotta say, it's nice. Like it just. Does take some weight off myself, off my shoulders. Well, but maybe streaming it at the beginning is forcing you to want to finish it, right? So. Yeah, no, I'm glad. I mean, when I started looking at doing Manifold Garden, there weren't people streaming, but it was the devlogs that people made were pretty awesome, and I really like that. And it really is just such kind of the best way to spread the word about the game, you know. Like have to go out of my way. To do marketing. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why more indies don't do it. It's definitely a slow burn though. You know, it's not like I think maybe because it takes a while to have any regular viewers. Especially if you're not doing anything special. If you're just like, yeah, I'm just working. Yeah, it's been a really, really positive experience. I started doing this thing on Friday. I didn't start doing it. A bunch of my this guy Robert Zubek. He's one of the developers of Soma Sim, the game Project High Rise. It's like kind of the Sim Tower, but the new one. Soma Sim games. They're based here in Chicago, and we had like a lunch with a bunch of the other Chicago indie developers recently, earlier this week on Wednesday. Quite a good friend of mine and a fellow indie here in the city is going to Japan for about 2.5 months. So we had he's like going on this big trip. So, you know, we were going to see him for a while, so we all met up for lunch. It was way up on the north side, so it took me like an hour and a half to get up there. I usually don't go because it takes so long, but, you know, he's a good friend. And at the lunch, Robert told me about this weekly meeting he does with another developer based in San Francisco, another game developer, because they don't, neither of them have producers, they're indies. And producers are important, and what they do is every week they talk about, they have this document, they talk about what they did last week and what they're going to do this week, and they kind of keep each other accountable. And one of the other guys he's named Tim Conkling. He's working on this game Anti-Hero. I think somebody in the chat, I think it was Praetorian, shared it here. It's currently on itch.io early first access, and it's, I think, getting released on Steam in July. So we all kind of check in. You know, we kind of have each other act as producers. Hey, my throat is a little bit better. And a hello, Sherlock. But anyway, I joined that, so it's Friday at noon for me, and I'm pretty excited about kind of having that, and I mean the stream kind of acts a bit like that as well. Well, the it was not the fault of the previous hires. It was very loud. So yeah, let me clarify that. It's not, it was just, for me, it depended a lot on the timeline of how things was happening. Right, like when we had people coming on board earlier. I mean, yeah, and I've talked about this before, but it's good to go over it again. So, yeah, first of all, I just want to say it's not the fault of anyone I hired. All of it is on me. Basically, I had one programmer, and I was kind of thinking, the first time that they'd be full-time, kind of helping me out, and we shipped the game together. And for a variety of reasons, it didn't work out. So the first guy ended up leaving back in March 2015. Wow, that was a long time ago. Or was it 2016? No, 2016, I think. Yeah, March 2016. And at the time, the architecture was half implemented. I'm not going to go into the details. So the architecture was like half implemented, because the idea he brought on initially to do to help me with the architecture for the game, and so I guess there wasn't really much of one before, so he kind of implemented one, but it didn't get finished, and it was in kind of the full direction, right? Because I hadn't figured out what the game wanted to be. But it put me in kind of a difficult position, because I had this architecture that wasn't finished, but also was like way too advanced. I hadn't looked at the code in about a year at that point. So I brought on someone else, and it's like, yeah, I need you to take over the architecture, but it was also with, again, not knowing what the game was about. So, but you see, we had like the first code architecture was implemented in a way that didn't quite sync up with how the code architecture should be when the game is finished. I'll give you an example. For example, the first architecture, it didn't have saving system, right? And this is because when we were at that stage of the game, it was not for release yet, but for showing at conventions. So the way the game worked, like kind of the way things were set up behind, was all the objects would get reset every hour. Like you wouldn't have to save anything, you just do like a group reset, right? So it's like it would load everything in, everything would stay loaded, and we would just reset the states every time the game got started. Now this is very different than how you would have the game when it's shipping, right? Because, well, for the release, people don't restart the game every hour. So you actually have to do like a full load and a full unload and have this actual saving system. Now that might not sound like much, but that how you set up the game to allow for that has a huge impact on everything else. I didn't know this at the time, right? I was just like, hey, I don't know this code. I haven't looked at it in a year. Take it over and finish the architecture. And it was like, I didn't convey the design direction clearly. There was no technical direction. So it was like that. It just didn't work out. For me, it ended up being just a little bit too much work on my end. So eventually I kind of ended up doing the code architecture myself. So that was like kind of the end of last year, right? So October basically through to March, I took 5 months and finished the code architecture for the game. So all the features were in. And now this time I'm bringing on people. And so what I've learned is like you can't just bring someone on board and expect them to do something so as important as like the code architecture. I just did not know this, but you can't just be like, here, take over as technical director, and I don't know what to tell you about where we're going or like what's been done, and that led to a lot of problems because it's like I'd see these bugs and we'd fix them, but the core of it wasn't fixed, so I kept like seeing other bugs, and it was just this. It was so exhausting. It was like every day was like me playing through the game and finding these bugs, and then like we fix them, and then there'd be new bugs, and then we fix them, and there'd be new bugs, and so it was like, you know what? Let's like I was like I just got to take over and just make sure everything is perfect and exactly the way I want it to be. So what's different about bringing on people this time is they are coming in for very, very, very specific tasks that I've set aside just for them. Hey, Yosh Loki, we're just kind of talking about kind of lessons in project management that I've learned. So, for example, Arthur Brucey, I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right. He hasn't corrected me. But he was the lead graphics programmer of Ori and the Blind Forest, right? He is coming in just for the portals. And the portals has a very, very clear, correct state. It's like, I'm like, okay, here are the portals. They work mechanically, but they look like garbage. And I'm using render textures, and I want you to switch it to stencil buffers, and I want you to have recursive portals. And he's like, okay, that's all he is doing. And then he's optimizing a whole bunch of stuff. But, you know, it's like he's able to look at the game and see what the game looks like. And he just fixes this one problem. He's not touching anything else. Will Sykes, he worked on Monument Valley. He's coming in. He's going to take over more of the stuff. But again, you know, like right now he's working on the trees and water. And those also that has a little bit more hand waving because I don't... Unlike the portal, it's like, when the portal is working, you know, it's like the portal is either looks correct or it doesn't. Like there's a very clear answer of what it looks like when it's correct. So the water and trees don't so much, right? And it's like, well, all I know is that the current water and current trees don't look polished enough. I don't really know where to do. So he's got more of like he's, you know, kind of implementing these parameters and stuff, working there. And eventually Will's so yeah, the two Williams, he has PS4 dev kit, so, and he's very experienced, so I'm gonna have him go through the game code and just optimize that. And Arthur's gonna work on the visual design of that. Arthur's actually still in college, still in school, so he'll be leaving in like June. And I'm gonna have someone kind of take over with a few other tasks, which is, you guys remember the kaleidoscope? Unfortunately, I can't spend time on that, so I'm gonna have someone else kind of helping me with a bit of that. So that's like they're coming in working on very specific, very isolated problems, and I'm still in a position to keep track of all of that. Like I'm able to work parallel alongside them. I do need to have Arthur talk to me about what he's done, because he obviously knows a lot about graphics programming and the Unity pipeline, and he tells me stuff I don't understand. Like, I don't know, he's like doing like 2 render textures and then combining them. I don't know, whatever, it's working. And he's like, we've switched to forward rendering instead of deferred, and he's actually setting up to do some like sweet MSAA anti-aliasing. I know it's like a little bit harder. It's a little bit easier because their stuff doesn't touch mine. But I am gonna have Arthur, like, by the, right now he's not finished, but I'm gonna have him go through that when he's done and just be, and it's nice that because it's very compartmentalized. Like, he's just got these 5 scripts that he's doing. I'm gonna be like, I need you to document this. So yeah, that is the story. So yeah, I've a very important and very expensive and very time-consuming lesson in project management. I've learned, but yeah, you know. Well, not necessarily. I mean, my design style isn't the problem here was not so much that I didn't have a design document. Yeah, it's not fully finished, right? But like, because part of the design is that you don't know, I don't know what I'm making, right? And I'm trying to figure that out. I understand more about the kind of stuff that you can outsource and that you can't, and I don't have like a good rule for it. Yeah, I don't have a good rule for this kind of stuff for the process, right? I'm not. You can you can have it. Yeah, the annoying thing right now is like my mouse. It's like the character moves. So. Yeah, and I'd honestly would rather not have. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I feel about all this. You know, I've learned a lot, but this thing set me back by a year and a half, at least, and that's tough for me. Yeah, it's called wind frequency right now, which isn't really the best value, but yeah, so see, that's like I can have them move in different directions. Now, obviously, I don't want it moving all the time, right? We're gonna do a like this wind controller, so it comes in and it does like a it stay still. Shh. Shh. Everything for you is kind of annoying. Yeah, honestly, that's more of a... I'll look into see what I can do with the edge detection, but... Am I the sound effect? Yeah. All you hear is my beautiful sound effects. Yeah, so they're not going to bob around all the time. We're going to have this wind controller where it's kind of randomizes the time. You know, it's like every once in a while in the level, there's just a wind and the trees all go shh. So yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot about game development and project management, obviously, and I'm trying to share some of those lessons with y'all. But yeah, the thing with project management, the thing with working with people is you can read about that stuff, but honestly, it's you just learn by doing. I'd love to do. The thing is, I don't know about how particle effects are going to work. Talk to Will about it. And here's the other thing is, yeah, and again, this isn't anything against people I hired before, but the people I'm working with now, Will Sykes and Arthur, and this guy Albert, they've all shipped games and are very, very talented, very just experienced, and they know their stuff, and you want to surround yourself with people more experienced. I think that you can learn from. Like the cool thing with Will is he always wants to explain how the shaders work. It's really great, but it does make the meetings go a lot longer. He's like, let me explain to you all this cool stuff that I'm doing. But yeah, that's awesome. So. And but yeah, I think, you know, all that I explained to you guys about project management, it wasn't like the previous hires were not bad. You know, it was just kind of the nature of that stage of the project and who I was at the time and like how I was as a manager. Like it was just at one point with this second developer, like I was not a very good manager, and I was working like 2 jobs basically. You know, it was like 16-hour days for me, which I just could not keep up. And I was like, I have to stop doing level design and jump into the code. learn by errors. No, it's an expensive way to learn, though. Yeah, well, I'm sure the set of errors is like kind of infinite. But hopefully, I mean, that is my goal. That is my hope. I make mistakes so you don't have to. I'm just gonna work a lot. Yeah, I mean, my throat is still kind of bothering me, so I'm not going on a party. Basically, work and stream. Work and stream. Yeah, how about you guys? Oh, I know how to do this level now. Hey, you should. I'd like to swing by. The more you work, the less you... The more I work, the less you do. Nope. Yeah, and I had this very interesting conversation. I mean, honestly, working is actually the best way for me to deal with all my anxiety surrounding this game. And I'll be honest, I get pretty scared about. I know everyone is super encouraging, but I have to deal with some very difficult feelings I have about the game kind of on a regular basis. Mostly just on account of how long the game has been taking me. And right, this isn't supposed to be like me asking for pity, right? I've been sharing a lot about the development process kind of openly, and I think feelings of anxiety are a big part of that. And and so should be discussed. Because yeah, I know a lot of people are interested in becoming developers as well, and that's yeah, this stuff plays a role. Wish it was that simple, but there are ways to deal with it. Sean Noonan, hey man, going well. We're yeah, just talking about streaming, and I got this new puzzle I'm pretty excited about. I'll show you guys in just a bit. Yeah, just talking about this last stage of the project is the hardest, man. Yeah, I know. It's already getting better. I'm at least talking. But I've been drinking ginger lemon honey tea like there's no tomorrow. So, let me talk about what I'm wanting to do with this level. But I think I've got good signs, right? Just like today we were on Twitch Weekly. We got the creative spotlight, which was neat. And then of course, just kind of new tech that's coming in. But all right, so the way this level works is okay. So we've got this tower, like I can look inside, and it's just got these staircase that just kind of keeps wrapping around. And you can ignore the light coming in from nowhere. I don't know, that shit happening. But here's what's kind of cool about it, right? And so you see this, like the inside of this tower is hollow. Like I see this glass, but there's this door, and it goes through into a portal, and it's got this room. And it's quite a simple puzzle. All you gotta do is you're gonna get 3 cubes, and you just need to bring them to each of these respective sides. But what's really cool is like as you go through it, you climb up the stairs. Oh right, that's broken. But what's cool is is you climb up the stairs, and when you go in, you're always flat. Like inside the room, like you can in the tower you're higher up, but when you're in this room, it's all flat. You see what I'm talking about here? Okay, chat is not going as crazy over this brilliant level as I had expected. Okay, it's some very cool non-Euclidean geometry. Is basically all it is. The train freaked out, so yeah. Well, this is after finishing. Yeah, it's a simple puzzle. It's not meant to be complicated. It's more just like, hey, Here's a really cool thing. Yeah, I mean, what else do you do with portals? Oh, yeah, obviously it's going to be closed. Yeah, I just have it open for now. But yeah, it's definitely going to be closed. Yeah, I don't want you to see the tower. I ain't dedicated. I'm not sure what you mean. Oh, that's just too confusing. Besides, the portals actually all have they have very specific directions they need to face in. I can't change rotation. Hey, yes. How has everything? I see that you're sick. I know. Yeah. Got a bit of a cold. I'm on the up. I'm on the up and up though. So. Oh wait, oops, that's the wrong. Good, yeah. Just you know, trying to stay focused, trying to stay on track. We're, you know, every minute I spend on the game is getting me closer to finishing. Yeah, just yeah, I just need to stay focused. And I keep saying that, but that is, it's actually a lot harder than you think. Is this game my Moby Dick? Maybe. Though that has some pretty disastrous connotations. I don't think Moby Dick did very well during Melville's lifetime. Yeah, I think it was a posthumous success, which I hope it's not the case here. We're getting pretty close, which is nice. Nice to have the end in sight. So what's everyone got planned for the weekend, aside from watching me stream? Oh man, congrats. Good luck with that. Glow in the dark Easter egg hunt. That sounds really fun. Oh, it's Easter. I don't have anything planned. Well, you'll know. You'll know it's a good version. This is my favorite track on the Stardew Valley album. All right, dedicated. Yes, yeah, we'll see you around. Damn. How is it? I did not know who Kendrick Lamar was until this came out. I mean, I had heard his name before, but like, I didn't realize he was a musician. Not familiar with this stuff. It seems pretty cool. He's huge. I don't really listen to because I don't have Spotify. Or I mean, I made an account a long time ago, but I don't use Spotify. So like the only music I listen to are game soundtracks, which I discovered by playing games, and I don't even play that many games anymore. Or like ambient music, right? Like Brian Eno, William Basinski. So yeah, I'm not. I listened to the GTA score. Guys, I gotta go make some ginger, lemon, honey, cayenne pepper tea. I'll be right back. 5 minutes, s'il vous plaît. So I gotta watch that tea boil. Okay. Rory Bell, hello. How's it going? How is it going? And Anchor Smashing, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. Let me, hold on. I think I want this. Give me 1 second. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, I'm doing good. Yeah, just kind of getting over this cold. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the new stuff that I'm adding to the game. It's taking, you know how this stuff is. It always takes a little longer than you'd like it to. And Sean, thank you for the subscription. Really appreciate it, everyone. Oh, great. Oops, I put the wrong set of stairs in here. That's what the so yeah, the idea is I want kind of these large. Oh, hey, Vivasser. It's been a while. Yeah, I mean, I don't keep cookies in the horse, so there's no reason for me to ever open it. Do it on the stream. Yeah, okay, you know what? I think this is looking good because I want you to come out here. let's put the yeah, you know what? Let's not have these so close to the corners. You know what? Hold on. These columns are always very interesting to design. Alright, I'll stop singing. Alright, let me go turn off the heat. Hey, good idea code. Thank you for the host. Thank you. Give this shout out. The good idea code. Dun. Not a huge fan of them, but they'll do for now. I don't know why, but I'm I'm glad to hear it. Happy to hear it, Edie. How's everything going with you, Edie? Oh, come on. It doesn't seem like a huge problem to me. Right, I mean, it's only a problem if it's interfering with your life, which doesn't sound like it is. Okay, let's finish this up. Oh, hey man, thank you. Yeah, thanks for hanging out there, Garrett. I like the part where they were like, who's William Cheer? And they're like, I don't know. One day you will know who I am. You can walk on the windows. Thank you. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 Above the windows. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what you mean. You mean like walk on the windows? You can do that. Well, there isn't above. It's relative. Why am I falling through the floor here, huh? Gotta ship this game. No, I don't know why I was falling through. You guys ever do that thing where you're so stressed you just gotta randomly yell stuff out? Like, I got a ship! You gotta make sure you're taking enough rest. Yeah, that's a lot of squats. Like, I'm at 185 pounds now. I can't keep going. Yeah, so that's my highest. That's my highest 5x5. But I'm trying to, like, I can't do 190 pounds 5x5. I should go to the gym tonight. And the gargoyle. Hello. Okay, so now let's set up this door. Oh, let's get this door set up. No, that's not my 1 rep max. That's my 5x5 max. Like, I've done 190 pounds. I think my 1 rep max is probably like 200. It's just, but like I was doing 190 pounds and I could only do like 3 reps. And then I could have done more, but I noticed I was starting to arch my back and I didn't want to. I was like, you know what? I don't want to get injured. So I'm gonna stay at 185 for a bit until I'm ready to move on. Hey, dude.
Hey.
You gonna go to PopCon?
What?
Indie PopCon?
What was? I missed the start of your question.
You're gonna go to Indie PopCon?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Depends whether I can afford it, but if current trajectory holds, I should be able to afford it, and that would be cool.
Are they doing the 10 grand?
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, they're still doing that.
Should I go?
Well, you already. Oh no, you didn't win the.
I never win. I get the second. I got second place 2 years in a row.
But that means you have more skateboards than anyone else, so you're still the real winner.
I don't really want skateboards. I want 10 grand. There's Indie PopCon. They do this. It's this convention. When's the sign up? I feel like I'd have the best chance of any years.
You can already sign up. It's beginning. It's like first weekend in July. So like 3 months from now.
Yeah, it's this convention that happens not too far from Chicago, in Indianapolis, and first prize is 10 grand, and second prize is a skateboard, and I've gotten second place 2 years in a row, so I have two of the identical skateboards. I don't know if I want another one. I feel like I'm gonna get second place again. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't. The thing is, it's like I'd have the best. I'd have the best chance of all the previous years for me, but I think I'm gonna get second place again.
But that would give you 3 skateboards.
Do I really want 3 skateboards? I barely have room for 2.
But I mean, like that's. I feel.
Last year they didn't give me a stand, so.
I feel like quantity of skateboards is like the true measure of success in the Chicago game dev scene. It's like you have 2 and Trinket has 1. Does Chris have 1 yet?
No.
Did he get 1? Oh, okay. Are there only 3 skateboards?
Greg has 1.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you've got more skateboards.
I have half of the skateboards in Chicago. It's just like a pop culture convention conference.
There are like a ton of streamer types there too, usually.
Yeah, are you gonna drive there?
I don't know, man.
Maybe I should go.
If other people are going, we could probably like rent a van or something.
It's pretty cheap. I should go. It's in Indianapolis, which is only like 4 hours from here.
Yeah.
Charlotte says hi, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think I should go? I feel you'd have a good chance of winning.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
That's why I want to go. If you don't go, then I have less competition.
But you've got income, and you'll get the 10 grand.
Yeah, but then I could. No, I still need video game money. It's close enough and it's cheap enough that it wouldn't hurt to go. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you're.
I should go. You know what? I should go. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I want another skateboard.
Yeah. There you go. Skateboards are all that really matters.
Yeah, the game does look nuts. He's pretty good. His tweets aren't that nuts. He's yeah, he's like really big on polish and that kind of stuff. Boom, 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 bottom, boom, boom. 5.5 hours. Wish I could stay home. Oh, did you work at Walmart? You know, Thew used to work at Walmart. Yeah, my roommate used to work at Walmart many, many years ago in the mobile phone section. Oh, it's UK Walmart. You guys should all hang out. Okay, and the Gargoyle, thanks for stopping by. I don't know much about Thew. You'll have to, I'll have to get him on the stream and he'll have to talk about his stories. Bum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, 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 ba-bum. Asda. Which section at Asda were you in? Bladdock. What's up, man? What's up? How are you doing today? Dun, 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 dun. I have not. I've now gotten a cold, but the sore throat is almost gone. As you can see, I'm talking, and I am kind of just very, very tired. But that could also just be me not doing, not having cut out caffeine in my life. Just a grocery section. dun 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 dun. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. It's been 2 hours. I'm just gonna take a quick 5-minute break and then we'll get back and do some more level design. Hey, I guess we're done with the music. Let's listen to Dust Force. Let me update Nightbot. Quasi TV auto hosting for 19 viewers. Thank you very much. Okay. Ooh. Line mash. That just shows me the door doesn't have all the chains connected. Like if it's missing a chain, so for example, if I put none here, so if it's green, it's kind of one of the editor tools we've made to help me, so that means I can look at the level without clicking on the door and know immediately, okay, it's not, like you can see it's got the pink line going to the activator. Yeah, it's pretty handy. Yeah, it's nice just to have it be like, okay, it's not connected up. Yeah, I mean, it got it. We implemented it way too long after, you know. Oh! Damn it, this means I need to do it all over again. Pick the wrong sign. Oh, that's annoying. I'm so thankful I made this tool. It saved me so much work. See, this is this door, right? Because I changed it. No, it got, I just placed it on the wrong side, so I had to delete the old one and redo it. It's kind of cool because you come out and you're like, oh, wait a minute, that's the... You climb the stairs, and hey, this is, so you walk down, and you know what, you're gonna take this steps. Like, the geometry makes no sense, and it's cool though. So you go down the stairs. Isn't that cool? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down the outside steps, come back around. Finally, we're gonna go back up these steps. We're gonna go down these steps. And that's gonna take us to the next level. So you end up using the non-Euclidean aspect to I like this puzzle. Now, one thing I want to do is probably just like make the outside here kind of pretty in case the player ends up out here, which they shouldn't. Let me just push this into the build. No, the sphere is just in the level editor. Although there is technically one sphere in the game. It's like 99.9% boxes. I feel like now would be a good time for me to wrap up the stream. Yeah, you know what? I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. We got this one puzzle done. It's really hard for me to just keep churning out puzzles and levels. So you know what? I'm gonna go to the gym and just kind of get my body moving, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna stream some more later. Well, I'll be on later. By the way, here's a cool thing for those of you who missed it. We were actually on the. I got the creative spotlight on Twitch Weekly this week, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so we have this. I've got a few more puzzles I want to do. A few more levels and puzzles. So yeah, I just got to keep churning stuff out. Yeah, and I'm basically streaming whenever I'm working now. So yeah, I'll be back on. I'm gonna go to the gym, have some dinner. Be back on later tonight. My plans this weekend are basically just to stream a bunch. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Let's see who else is streaming right now. I'll give them a host. Well, Ezra's working on particle shaders, so let's send you guys over to Ezra's channel. He's working on Memory of a Broken Dimension. Okay. Bye, everyone.